On our anniversary, my boyfriend calls me and says, "Lindsey and I cheated." The call cut off and I stared at my phone, my heart racing in my chest. I had just finished with my college classes, and I was looking forward to our anniversary dinner tonight. I quickly called him back, but the call went straight to voicemail. Where was he? I knew where Lindsey lived, so I hopped in my car and drove across town to her house. My hands shook with adrenaline as I tried calling my boyfriend again. He didn't pick up after it rang several times. I pounded my fist against the steering wheel as anger filled me. How dare he cheat on me? If I find him, then our relationship will be over. My tires squealed as I pulled to a stop against the curb in front of Lindsey's house. I pounded up the steps to the porch and banged my fist against her door. I was barely keeping it together and probably looked like a mess. My hair looked like I've been running my hands through it constantly, and my eyes were probably red from holding in my tears. She opened the door after a moment and her eyes widened in fear or shock. I wasn't sure. I shoved past her, slamming my shoulder into her chest and shoving her back a step. "Where is he?" I demanded. She looked confused. "Who?" "My boyfriend Jace. I know he's here." "He isn't. What do you want?" She quickly leaped in front of me, blocking my way toward the stairs that led to the bedrooms. My eyes narrowed in anger. "What are you hiding up there?" I asked with a sneer. "Nothing," she snapped. "This is my house. You can't just come here acting like this. Leave." I wasn't going anywhere until I knew the truth. I needed to catch him in the act. Part of me was hoping this was all a lie, but he was acting shady lately, being super secretive. I shoved my way past Lindsey and raced up the stairs with her following behind, shouting angrily. I ignored her and barged into every room like a crazy person. I didn't find him anywhere, and I was relieved. I turned to Lindsey. "When did you guys cheat?" I asked. She paled instantly. "How did you find out about that?" she asked. "He told me. It happened just once, about a week ago," she continued. I laughed even though nothing was funny. "I can't believe this. Where is he?" "I honestly don't know." She looked like she was going to be sick. "You won't tell my parents, will you?" I frowned. "This has nothing to do with them." I shrugged. I spun on my heel and stormed out of the house, getting back in my car. I tried calling Jace again, and this time he answered on the first ring. "Where are you?" I demanded. "I was just trying to call you," he replied. "I'm at your place, but you aren't here. I need to talk to you." My heart sank to my stomach. The worst words to hear in a relationship. "I'm on my way." I drove back to my house and found him on the porch, sitting on the porch swing. I joined him on the swing, and for a moment, neither of us spoke. Finally, I couldn't take the silence anymore. "Want to tell me about the cheating?" I asked. He glanced at me, startled. "That was no big deal," he said, brushing it off like it was nothing. "It just happened once. It won't happen again." Anger filled me again, and I leaped to my feet. "How can you be like that?" I screamed, startling him. My tears finally fell. "You cheated on me with Lindsey of all people." He stared at me for a second before snorting. Then he started laughing and couldn't stop. "You think I cheated on you?" he asked. "I never cheated on you, babe. I was talking about a test in our class. We cheated on a test. I would never cheat on you." I frowned and wiped the tears from my cheeks. "Then why have you been super secretive lately?" I demanded. "What is going on with you?" His cheeks suddenly went bright red as he stood and came toward me. "It's our anniversary," he began, taking my hands in his. "I love you so much. I finally saved enough money to get you the ring you'd want." His words didn't register at first, but then he got on one knee and took a small box out of his jacket pocket. "Elaine Michaels, will you marry me?" he asked. I stared at him in shock, feeling stupid for thinking he was cheating on me. Then I squealed, "Yes!"